Get our class off. Me kare kia tātou. Ka haia te ata, ka hāpara te ata, ka koro ki te manu, ka wairuri te ngutu, ko te ata nui, ka horaina, ka tangi te umere he pō, he ao, ka awatea. Alright, I'm going to start with some frogs and our standing cross touch. Maybe a bit slow, then we're going to go into some of the joint mobility, go through the different joint areas on the body. We'll start with our frogs, get our body warmed up. Right. So, kia te toru, rua, tai, timata.
Stay. Oh, look, timata. Oops.
Che.
Sure. Aroha mai. Te taki tōmuri.
E toru, rua, tai, whakata. So we'll just do our cross touch or our pā whakapai. So reach up and then opposite hand, opposite foot. Opposite hand, opposite foot. We'll do that for about 40 seconds, part of our warm-up. Morena. Hai. Toru, rua, tahi, timata. Come back up, just try and really extend those arms as high as you can. Nice and high. And down and touch the opposite foot. And toru, rua, tahi, whakata. Kapai. So our first exercise that we do is called frogs. So frogs is a little bit of a frog squat, and Hans can show you, but so our feet slightly, knees pointed out, and we're going to simply squat down, put our elbows inside our knees, and then we're going to look to straighten our hips and keeping our back as straight as possible. And we just come back down again nice and slow, trying to get a nice full range of motion and keep our butt pushed backwards. And what you really feel after a few reps is the nice burn in our quads. Kapai. So we're going to get started on our frogs. Toru, rua, tahi, timata, ngā poraka. This is our warm-up, just nice, slow motion. So you get a nice full range. Should feel the legs warming up very quickly. And toru, rua, tahi, whakata. And then go back to our standing cross touch. Kia rite, toru, rua, tahi. So arms up, down, and touch our opposite foot. Toru, rua, tahi, whakatā. So one more round of frogs and one more round of cross touch. Complete our warm up. Right. Rite, back to frogs. Toru, rua, tahi, tīmata, kopai. And toru, rua, tahi, whakatā. Kia tiki ngā pā whakapai. Back to our standing cross touch. Ka rite, toru, rua, tahi, tīmata, and toru, rua, tahi, whakatā. Kopai. Okay. So our next few exercises we're going to do is just to test our mobility through our joint areas. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to work on the fingers and our toes. So just going to do 10 reps of this. So what we're doing is we're opening our fingers up and then we're turning them around, really scrunching them in and then opening them back up again. We're just going around and just really trying to open and work all the joints within the hands. Okay, and at the same time, what I want you to do with your toes is I want you to pull your toes in, scrunch them, and then open your toes out. So we're going to do them both at the same time. So we're going to do both hands, open or close and open, both hands. Really give those hands a nice warm up, and at the same time, toes, open them in your socks and then crunch your toes up as much as you can and then open them out. Kapai. So we're just going to do 10 reps of each. So kia rite, timata, don't forget your toes. So here we go. Tahi. So as you're doing these, try and crunch your toes, and then when you open your hands up, let your toes back out again. Lima. Or not. Fitu. Waru. Iwa. And te kau. So if you're like me, you'll start feeling a little bit in your forearm. So the next one we're going to work on, we're just going to do our elbows. Oh, sorry, our wrists. So what we're going to do is we're going to lift our arm up just above shoulder height, one arm. And we're just going to rotate our wrist 10 times in one direction. So as much as we can move it. So, yep, kapai. And then we'll go back the other way 10 times, and then we'll swap over to the other arm. Kapai. Kia rite. Timata. Tahi. Rua. Toru. Wha. Rima. No. Whitu. Waru. Iwa. Te kau. Now we're going to come back the other way, the same arm. So the reason why I put it up above shoulder height is to really get that blood flowing. Heart's got to push that blood up through the arm out to our joint. Te kau. Right. Swap over to the other arm. Timata. Tahi. Rua. You might feel some little cracking in the wrist. Oh, I do anyway. Iwa. Waru. Iwa. Te kau. And then back the other way. Tahi. Rua. Toru. Wha. Rima. Ono. Whitu. Waru. Iwa. Te kau. Kapai. You feel that in your forearms at all? A little bit less. Okay, so next one we're going to move on to our ankles. So we're just going to lift our foot up off the ground. And we're simply going to rotate at the ankle and trying to really pull that foot up as much as we can and around, and really find where you have any restrictions in movement. Kapai. So kia rite, timata, ai, rua, toru, wha, rima, ono, whitu, waru, iwa, te kau. Then back the other way, tai, rua, toru. Push the toes down and pull them up high. Rima, ono, whitu, waru, iwa, te kau. Okay, and swap to the other ankle. Put up and timata, tahi, rua, pop, toru, wha, rima, ono, whitu, waru, iwa, te kau. Back the other way, tahi, rua, toru, wha, rima, ono, whitu, waru, iwa, Teko, kapai. Okay. So these next ones are going to be nice fast ones, warm up. So we're just going to do our elbows to start. So we put our elbows in close to our body, and it's just rotating at the elbows, trying to push our arms away as much as possible. Right. And back the other way. You should get a nice window wiper motion. Kapai. And then we're going to move down into our knees. So we're going to bring our knees together, hold those knees together. We're going to simply keeping our feet flat on the ground, start to rotate our knees around and get a nice dip as much as we can one way. Or not. Iti, waru, iwa, te go. And back the other way. Ai, iwa, waru, wa, ima, ono, iti, waru, iwa, te go. And then up to our shoulders. They're just nice full range windmills, up and over. Trying to keep our shoulders down as much as possible. Really focus on or when you come in at the back, trying to pull those arms in close to the body. And then back the other way. And now for the hips. So feet shoulder width apart, or slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Hands on hips. I'm just going to start to rotate the hips. Let's get a feel for how your mobility is through the hip area. Nice hugs. A little sore spots in there. You are go, and then back the other way. Tai, rua, moru, oh, ah, no, ti, moru, iwa, and te kau. Oh, bye, squad. Okay, this next exercise we're going to do is about the thoracic rotation of the upper spine. So what we're going to do is we're going to start, and we're going to twist one arm towards the back as far as you can and try and take your head with you. And then when you come back, you're going to swap over to the other arm. Go around and take your head with you. And try and get a nice stretch. And then we're just going to, so it's going to start by just doing a couple nice and slow. Don't try and really yank your body around. Just let your body go around. But take your head with you. Get that nice twist through the upper thoracic area. You feel a twist through the body. I get it on the back of my left lat. But yeah. And toru wa tahi whakata. I'll just do that one more time for 30 seconds. Right. Karite, toru, rua, tahi, timata. And toru, rua, tahi, whakata. Okay. Next stretch is over the sides. Again, feet slightly shoulder width apart. This time we're going to go down our body and reach over the top of our head. And then come back up to the middle. Down our body, reach over the top of our head. Really get that stretching going through the side of the body. Oh. Tāwahi kona. Oh. Toru, rua, tahi, whakata. Right, can you feel those stretches? They sort of make sure because I'm bloody sweating.
Yep.
You can feel them. Yeah. Oh boy. So I'll do that one more round for 30 seconds. Right. Karite, toru, rua, tahi, timata. Toru, rua, tahi, whakatā. Okay, so next one we're going to move into our core now, hip area. We're just simply going to bend over, trying to keep our back as strong as possible. Bend over towards touching the ground. We're going to come back up, hands on hips if we need, and lean backwards as far as we can. And we're going to come forward again. So we're just trying to hinge at the hips forward and back. Right. Kia rite, toru, rua, tahi, timata. Feet sort of, yeah, a little bit closer together. This one. Forward and back. And forward. Just really try and push your hips forward. You're leaning back. Can be that counterbalance. Ooh. Oh. Very kona. Oh. And toru, rua, tahi, whakatā. Oh. Feel those in the core, stretching in the core. Right. One more round, 30 seconds. Kia rite, toru, rua, tahi, timata, ki mua, i muri. Waihads, Johnny's, shout out to T-Poon crew. Mm. Mm. Last one, toru, rua, tahi, whakatā. Right. So the last move I had for us this morning was a bit of a mashup. Call it the Shaolin monk. The idea is you're in a bit of a wide split, wide stance. And so you come down, touch your opposite foot with opposite hand, then you come back up. So coming back up with both hands, coming around the back, over the top, and then back down to the opposite foot on the other side. So it's the Shaolin monk. So down, both hands come up and over the back, and then around, and they come to the other foot at the front. The front on, well, probably better backwards actually. So they're coming down, up, over the back, and then reverse. Bite and I'll turn around. I'll bite, that's the one. Up over the back. And then when you come back to the front, and then when you put it all together, it looks a little bit like this. So if I just do a couple. That's our Shaolin. But the main thing is that what we're trying to do is we're incorporating all those movements. So we're going down to the side, and as we're coming up, we're swapping over, pushing our hips out, bringing our arms around, other side.
This looks like Matrix.
Yeah, Shaolin Moke. So we'll just give it a go for 10 reps, and then that'll be us. It doesn't have to be pretty, but once you get a feel for it, you'll start to feel the flow. Okay, so we'll get ready to go and do 10 reps to get up, and then we'll move on to something else. Kia rite, toru, rua, tahi, timata, tahi, rua, toru, paha, rima, ono, iti, waru, iwa. Okay. Oh boy, it's good. Okay. So next one we're going to do our kotuku move, our balancing move. So going to be standing on one foot, hands on our heads, put one foot into the knee, and then we're going to try and raise onto our toes slightly on the foot that's on the ground and hold our balance for 30 seconds. Te kauhi kona ki te toi. Out of balance. And toru, rua, tahi, we'll change legs. And toru, rua, tahi, timata. Well, this leg is struggling a lot more than the first leg for me. Te kauhi kona. And toru, rua, tahi, whakatā. Okay, so we're going to do one more round of that on each leg. And I'll call out when we've got 10 seconds to go. We want to try and close our eyes and just really focus in on balancing the last 10 seconds with our eyes closed. And utilize all our core balance, all our little muscles. Alright, so kia rite, back to our first leg. And toru, rua, tahi, timata. Okay, last 10 seconds, try and close your eyes and stay balanced. Lima, pa, toru, rua, tahi, whakata. Kapai. Change to the other leg. Remember, so we'll do the first 20 seconds, eyes open, and then the last 10 seconds with our eyes closed. Toru, rua, tahi, timata. And 10 seconds, closed eyes. Lima, pa, toru, rua, tahi, whakata. Kapai. And just to finish off, we're just going to do some quick neck mobility. So we're just going to start, we're just going to turn our head to the left. And then back to the right. And then forward. And backwards. We're going to come to the front and we're just going to tilt our head to the left. Then come back up to the middle and tilt to the right. Bye-bye. Kia ora squad, that's us for today. If you want to, or need to, do a few more neck moves. If your neck feels like you need a couple more rounds of movement, but otherwise, it's us. Kia ora.
Kia ora, brother. Ngā mihi.
Too much, thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate it all being standing because I don't want to lie on this cold floor.
Mm.
So thank you.
Who's that?
Oh, good.
This Tānira.
Kia ora.
Oh,
Kia ora,
what
Tina.
in
I'm in my pajamas.
Too much. That's the one. Same.
Hot.
You just can't see me.
Same. I'm in my pajamas.
Me
And
and
that was Auntie Heeds that was on with us before, but she's gone to cook
Yeah.
breakfast.
They're cooking breakfast.
Oh, can't wait. Well done.
Too much.
Cool fun night. That's us.
Night.
Shower time.
Yeah.
Then. Last day of Kura Reo.
Bye-bye.
Hey,
You have a fabulous day, whanai.
you guys too. Thanks heaps, Damz. That was wicked. That
Thank
was
you,
awesome.
brother.
Good day, Ness. See you
You
soon.
guys too.